Hello, everyone. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Thank you so very much for tuning in. It's so wonderful to be here with you. So, yet again, you'll have to excuse me. I'm going to try my best to get through this because I have a neighbor who is currently working on the overgrown brush across the street. And the really, truly ironic part of it all is I actually got up pretty early this morning and took Buddy out like earlier than normal, which is like, I want to say around 6:45, 7. Usually I'm just thinking about getting out of bed at that time, right? So anyway, I had a bunch of extra time this morning, so I spent a great deal of it meditating with my garden. And it was great. It was peaceful. It was quiet. It was a beautiful morning. And I needed to give my phone time to charge because it was almost dying. So I was like, okay, great. I can take this time to meditate. And then my phone will charge and then we can get to it. You guys, I literally got ready, sat down, turned my microphone on, and the lawnmower kicked up. I kid you not. The moment I turned my microphone on, that's when he started with the lawnmower. So I waited. Cool. He won't be there forever. Let me just wait it out. I mean, I waited this long. Why not wait a little longer, right? Cool. So I did. Things stopped. I seen we were ready to go. Okay. Seemed like we were ready to go. Okay, cool. Sat down, turned my microphone on, got ready, lit the sage, pressed record, and the lawnmower kicked up again. So I waited again until I saw him leave with the lawnmower. Okay, excellent. But then he came back with a machete and a rake. So at least it's not the lawnmower. We can get through it. Okay. Oh, God. All right, you guys know the drill. Welcome to this general reading, timeless reading. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now, while I was meditating also, the roosters were going off. And I kid you not, I was hearing a word in the crow of the rooster, and it was irreconcilable. Every time the rooster crowed, I kept hearing irreconcilable. Some things within the collective are irreconcilable. And maybe also are not to be reconciled with. It's giving very much an energy of it. You're not meant to change it. You're not meant to help it grow or anything like that. I'm hearing you're not meant to be their guiding light. They are where they are, and you are where you are. And as a result, you are having an experience between each other. 333 on the counter. And really the only thing you need to worry about is how you grow in terms of the situation. You don't have to feel any sort of guilt or responsibility for moving on or moving forward, or responsibility to, oh, there goes the lawnmower. We're going to keep going. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I guess let me turn the mic up. Just a skosh. Okay. You don't have to feel any sort of guilt for moving on or moving beyond this or evolving or growing. You also don't need to feel any sort of responsibility towards sticking around and helping these people change, grow, expand, evolve, become, awaken, whatever you want to call it. That's not your responsibility. And quite frankly, it never really was. We do, as light workers, have a certain responsibility to share our light, 444 on the counter, to be beacons of light, yes, but that does not put the responsibility of someone else's growth on our shoulders, right? The only true responsibility that we have here is to know ourselves better, to heal, to grow, to expand, so that we can shine more of our light in a more authentic way. And in turn, that helps others in ways you can't even fathom right now. Nor do you need to. You don't need to. See, that's the thing. You don't need to worry about that. There is somebody here is putting way too much focus on external value, external reality, the people around them. It's like, and this may be a situation in which this person is like avoiding self-work, avoiding self-awareness, self-reflection by using other people's 5 on the counter, by devoting that time and attention to other people, and needlessly too. It may even be a bit of a overbearing type of thing. Or at the very least, what I'm feeling in this channeled message right now is that there's some sort of frustration energetically, spiritually, if you will, because the energy that I'm getting from this is like, will you just leave them alone and focus on yourself already? This is a similar energy to what I got into yesterday. So maybe I'm talking to the same person. Someone or something. There's frustration. There's definitely frustration here, but that is a lower vibrational energy. Because truly, when you look at it from a higher perspective, there's no need to be frustrated, because no matter what, you're only getting frustrated because of your expectations of the situation, not what the situation really truly is. It's literally only your perception of the situation. And I just forgot. I lost what I was saying now. Oh, and your expectations of the situation, which may not be realistic. Lyle, and maybe they are. Hey, maybe they are, but yet it's not a reality, is it? Hold on. Okay, ready? He just came in. Watch, he's gonna want to go back out in like 2 minutes. Anyway, it's not a reality. Even if your expectations are justifiable or justified or relatable or obligatory. So and so or such and such situation is obligated to meet your expectations. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know what to say there. So we're going to get into the cards and we're just going to figure this out together, yeah? Cool. Here we go. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve their highest good and the highest good of all involved. Please clearly show us what it is we need to see, tell us what it is we need to hear, and enlighten us to that which it is we need to know, so that we may be empowered to live our very best and highest vibrational lives. Thank you so very much, Spirit. Do you hear the lawnmower? It's fine. I mean, it's not, I was thinking I wouldn't be able to concentrate, but I'm cool. I got it. We're all right. And I'm glad I stopped waiting, because I see now I was just going to be waiting here until probably for like another hour or so. I don't know. This guy, never mind. Okay. All right. Collective message. What's today's collective message? Oh, but would you look at that? The devil. 10-10 on the counter. 10-10 completion. 10s are completions. I kind of want to say someone's days are numbered. That 10-10 is almost like signaling a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Counting all the way down to some sort of burst. Maybe an explosion, something, but also like to something breaking. Someone finally snapping. Someone reaching their last straw. Irreconcilable. There's no reconciling this situation. Ooh, 11-11. What's going on, Spirit? 5 of Cups. The High Priestess. And the Page of Wands. Justice. All right, so I get this feeling that there's somebody here that's going to try and make a brand new offer. I feel like there is somebody here that that knows better now. 12-12 on the counter. That sees through the illusion. Someone's true colors have been shown to someone else. Place yourself wherever that is, that you land, that fits for you. Someone's true colors are being shown. Someone's intuition is speaking to them, telling you exactly who this person is and who they've been and what they've been about this whole time. It's like now, almost as if you've had some sort of aha moment. There is some sort of loss, some sort of regret here from the past, but it seems that you have grown from this, or you are growing from this, and you're becoming a new version of yourself. Page of Wands. Overall energy is justice to the Queen of Wands and the Hanged Man. Queen of Cups, 2 of Cups. I'm getting an offer from this page energy. Page of Wands here. And I'm hearing an offer of a restart, a new chapter. Lyle! Hold on. I don't know, man. I see an immature figure here, the Page of Wands, trying to say I'm sorry, trying to come back in, trying to play his game again, but you see through it. You've been through enough with this situation, 5 of Cups, to now have grown out of it the other side. This may have been a situation where time and time again, 14-14 on the counter, time and time again, you guys hit a brick wall somehow. And each time there was disappointment, each time there was regret, each time there was a loss of like a little piece of this relationship chipped away, or a little piece of this connection chipped away. I'm seeing all this within the 5 of Cups. But with the High Priestess here, I'm seeing a seedling coming up out of the soil, out of the darkness, out of the muck, and growing into a self-aware being, right? So this energy could be you as well, Page of Wands. You You are a changed person, a changed man, a changed woman. Okay? But also I'm seeing this other figure or another figure. Either this is someone that you are moving out of this cycle with, or this is someone who is not really related to the cycle, but is more an energy vampire that has picked up on your energetic vibration and wants to siphon off of you because you've reached this level. That would be a test for these are all challenges from the universe, of course, obviously, that are meant to progress you on your path here. I want to see what this Page of Wands is. What's this Page of Wands, Spirit? Page of Wands. Interesting. Five of Pentacles. You see, Five of Pentacles is clarifying that this Page of Wands energy, that is a woe is me type of situation. That is someone playing the victim card. Five of Pentacles. Look, this is the overall energy clarifying the Page of Wands. The Five of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles, to the Nine of Pentacles, to the Queen of Pentacles, to the Tower. You've got to be kidding me. To the King of Pentacles, to the Three of Swords. You guys, this may be a married couple. I was hearing irreconcilable, and that is a very common phrase in divorce. Irreconcilable differences. Somebody could be getting divorced. And if you're not actually married, this is just a relationship that resembles marriage. Maybe like say in Canada, I believe it is. In Canada, I believe in Canada they have a Commonwealth law, right? Where if you live with someone for long enough, so I don't know how that works, but you guys understand. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Is that what it's called? Anyway, this is either a marriage or a relationship that it resembles marriage, or maybe even just an engagement that was leading up to marriage but seems to be falling apart. Because someone is playing the victim card here. Five of Pentacles, woe is me. But that is immediately followed up with the Six of Pentacles. And the question here is, okay, so what can you give to the situation in order to make this reciprocal? Because we're good over here, Nine of Pentacles. And we are willing to help, Nine of Pentacles. But there is going to need to be some sort of reciprocation. And ultimately what it boils down to, it doesn't matter what the specific situation is for you. What it boils down to is this situation was unable to be reciprocated. And thus we have a big old rift between the King and the Queen of Pentacles. King and Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, the Three of Swords. Look, oh my God, look, okay, right. So you have this situation going on here. Now, I'm just clarifying the Page of Wands here. See, and I'm not telling you anything you don't know, High Priestess, but we have this rift between the King and the Queen of Pentacles, right? And one person, I'm not going to say exactly who, because anybody's situation could be different, but one of these individuals here in this marriage, in this relationship, in this commitment, one of them is not keeping up their end of the bargain. Excuse me. And that's why we have this rift here. One of them is standing tall on their own 2 feet, and the other one doesn't have a pot to piss in. Okay? Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Now, that's creating heartbreak here. Okay. But do you remember when I said I feel like this Page of Wands here that we're clarifying, by the way. So this is all the backstory between the relationship between, okay. Remember how I was saying I felt like this Page of Wands represented an immature individual trying to come back and make amends, say I'm sorry, and start the cycle all over again? Well, underneath this Three of Swords here, you've got yourself a big old Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. Somebody coming in with an offer. of something tangible that they can provide. But it's almost like it's snake oil. I don't know if this person is intentionally doing this, or maybe they're just stupid. And I don't mean, and I'm not out here trying to call people stupid and all that shit, but maybe this person is just kind of lacking in intelligence. Okay? Maybe this is the type of person where you kind of gotta beat them over the head with it first so that they can get it. I mean, no judgment here. I have had my share of dense moments. Okay? Don't get me wrong. But for whatever reason, whatever this person or whatever is being offered here or potentially could be offered here just falls apart. Because it's the same shit over and over again. Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups. If you want to be happy, you're going to have to take up this inspiration here, honey, Ace of Wands, and just back away slowly. Because Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, there is no working with this. And whether this is an individual who intentionally acts this way, or it's just someone who is not very self-aware and is self-destructive and can't see the forest for the trees, can't even help themselves, ain't nothing you can do about it. And that's where we're saying that, okay, see, this is where it came up in the beginning of the reading about how it's not your responsibility to change someone. It's not your responsibility to have them grow. It's not, even if you have committed to them in some way. Your responsibility there as their spouse really only goes so far. Because ultimately, regardless as to what your relationship with the person is, you only have control over you. You have zero control over what anybody else does, no matter who they are to you, right? So even as their spouse, whether you are their wife or husband, or whether you're just their long-term boyfriend, or whatever, your responsibility to that person and their actions only goes so far. And it seems we have crossed a line here. It seems, now, again, continuing to clarify the Page of Wands, the three cards that came out, because all of that mess was just underneath the deck. The three cards that came out are the Ten of Wands, the Sun, and the Emperor. There's the Sun again. The Sun keeps coming out for you, or for us here. The Sun, and Destiny of Queen Cup, she channeled it. The Sun is about to come out, and the Sun come, and even I can't remember her name now. Kim Tran. She's a channeler. She's been popping up a lot in my feed lately. I've been watching her. She's cool. I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name, but she also was channeling the Sun coming out, illumination. Your burdens are, or maybe even have been, illuminated when it comes to this individual, when it comes to this energy. This is literally a childlike energy, and somebody here feels some sort of responsibility. It's almost like a motherly type of energy. But the masculine in the Emperor is stepping in and saying, oh, no, we don't. We're setting a boundary here. I'm stepping in. I'm taking control over my life, over this situation, and we are putting these burdens down. I don't know what else. Okay. Last thing I want to clarify here is just the High Priestess. Because we don't need to be clarifying the Five of Cups. We know what the Five of Cups is. We don't need to be reliving that drama. So okay, fine. High Priestess, please. Ooh, the Two of Cups. Yeah. Somehow, ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Sorry guys, I'm like yelling in your ear, I feel like now. Okay, I think he's done, so I turn the mic. Okay, anyway. It's right side up. Okay. Now, okay, I get it. Thank you. So, clarifying the High Priestess here, you have the Two of Cups, which in this situation is representing the dynamic between you and your higher self, the connection. This situation has put you in a position to be clearer on who you are and what it is you want, and has fine-tuned your connection with your higher self. Remember, in the beginning of the reading, I said, or when I was talking about the high priestess at first, I was saying your intuition is speaking to you. Has 555 on the counter. Has been all along, but at this point, you are that much more connected to your intuition in order to be able to really truly have a conversation with it. Ace of Swords. The truth is becoming clear. Okay. Now, the last two cards you have here are Death and the Chariot, but the Chariot came out reversed, even though they are saying to me it's upright now. It did come out reversed, and I mean to, oh boy. And I definitely want to speak to that, because it feels like something about this situation was a heavy hindrance on you. It literally stopped you in your tracks from going where it is you wanted to go, or doing the things that it is you wanted to do, living your life, being on your mission, being on your path, right? It stopped you. It hindered you somehow. No longer. Death, transformation, and back into the Chariot. Okay. Overall energy, clarifying the High Priestess is none other than the Hierophant himself. Come on now. Okay, anyway. Rules, regulations, laws. I mean, really what I'm getting with the Hierophant here is that, now I've always said the Hierophant is like your spiritual bouncer, right? Who, guards the door of the club of your energy. And if you don't meet the criteria to enter into the space, then you will not gain access to the club of you. So in this moment, I'm seeing a Hierophant stepping in and saying, oh, sorry, can't, club's closed. No more entry. Sorry, you can't enter here. Putting the High Priestess's rules into physical place, physical action on a spiritual level. Like, I'm seeing the Hierophant being the bridge in this moment, at least. The Hierophant being the bridge between the spirit and spirit and matter, and also being that like boundary, that threshold between matter and spiritual. The requirements necessary needing to be met in order to gain access to the space, to you. 2828 on the counter. That is another 1010. Okay, I'm leaving it there. It was a longer one, but there you go. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I love you so much. Take care. Bye.